Jonas Brothers' debut album, It's About Time, flopped in the summer of 2006. The family faced an uncertain future.
Yeah, it was over. Before it even started, my parents' savings was completely... And we were just at this point, like, either we continue or we have to pull back and figure out what we're going to do.
Everything we had invested.
We had left a home we'd lived in 10 years, beautiful home in northern New Jersey, where the boys could get their own bedrooms, to a home where they all slept in one bedroom.
I remember their father would very apologetically say, I really can't pay you right now. We're $70,000 in debt. Their father had pretty much put everything on the line with this.
Credit cards were all maxed out, 3 credit cards completely maxed out.
And I think they had really stared defeat right in the face. That almost said, man, this isn't going to work.
It was a little scary, and yet there was so much hope in our hearts, I believed in my husband, I believed in the boys.
My brothers told me that no matter what, if you try hard, you're going to get it.
In a time where it would be easier to just kind of put the guitar down and just be sad about the fact that things are kind of falling apart, we said, let's keep writing, let's keep doing it.
Then, as the boys searched for a new label, cuts off their failed album worked some unexpected magic.
Now, while the Jonas Brothers really didn't make that big of an impact at Columbia, their songs were being played on Radio Disney and doing really well.
And it was the first time, really, that they'd had exposure, and it blew up.
Executives at Hollywood Records, which is a division of Disney Music, but they could do well for us.
Nick, Joe, and Kevin had a pile of new material ready to go. We walked in and met John Land, who's the head of A&R at Hollywood Records, and we played him these songs. Some of them were written in turmoil.
What I heard was 9 or 10 Jonas Brothers executed demos of new material, and I was totally impressed.
Oh, I love it. Disney Channel execs called the brothers in for an audition.
Joe Jonas decided to surprise everyone and jump up on the conference room table and perform this rock and roll number standing on top of the table. You can still see the dent and the nicks that Joe Jonas made today. And it was electric.
I thought, oh my God, this is the record. Let's do this. It's a rock band.
Hollywood Records swooped in and gave them a brand new chance. They were extremely supportive, put the family up in the house, and got them a nice place to stay. And the whole vibe of the whole thing was like resurrection.
I let them know that I was going to do everything in my power to help them become successful.
If you get one shot in the music business, it's pretty much the only shot you got. To get a second shot is very rare, and to have somebody even invest in that is incredible. They just clicked like, this is right. They knew how to put us out there in the right direction, that people would get our music and get who we were. It was like getting a new life. It was incredible, really. What do you guys think?
The boys worked on some new songs, and in 32 days we'd recorded 15 songs.
We were so happy to be free and do whatever we want. There was no boundaries of what kind of music we could write, record.
Guys, we're the Jonas Brothers. Hey, guys, we're the Jonas Brothers. Hey, we're all
Hey, we're the Jonas. The Disney Channel broke all the rules with us, and it really changed a lot. It really worked, and it was very cool. It gave us an audience, it gave us a platform, and we grew that audience on the road.
Here's a band that's young, talented, and is really willing to work very hard in all these different mediums that Disney can offer.
We opened up for Jesse McCartney at like 2 or 3 shows, and the response was crazy.
Hey, everybody, I'm Joe.
We were in shock, because up until that point, we had never really had a response like that, and that was when the momentum got started. I think everything had just kind of fallen into place. It's almost like the perfect storm.
Love was in the air, especially for Kevin. On a trip to the Bahamas in May 2007, he met Danielle DeLisa, a 20-year-old hairstylist from New Jersey.
It was my last day on the beach. She walked by me as I would come out of the hotel. Her older sister was like, hey, you want to hang out for the day? We spent the entire day together. By the end of that night, I knew there was something very special about this girl. She never thought she was going to hear from me again, but I called. That's when she knew that I wasn't going to just peace out. And so it was cool. And from there, we continued.
But when the Jonas Brothers CD dropped that August, Danielle faced some stiff competition. Tween girls everywhere went berserk.
It was madness. It was crazy.
A shift had taken place, and it was very exciting time when the boys were getting stopped and taking pictures and signing autographs and becoming famous people right in front of your eyes. It's a strange thing to watch happen, but it was awesome.
When Taylor looks back, she's going to realize that you don't find the one when you're this age.